I feel like we've been at this position before. What's up, guys? It's Wes, the Suburban Viking. I got Dave over here with me. Had to put his head on a spike. He's so mad. He's so mad I had to throw him on there. We are from Midgard Axe. And today, as you saw at the beginning of the video, it broke. Again. Same as the Butcher. Almost the exact same break up here. I soaked this thing in boiled linseed oil for 3 days. The eye, the handle, everything, okay? So I don't think it has anything to do with dryness. I really don't. I will tell you guys this. Remember how I told you that I found a new way to burn handles? It may not be a new way, but I figured out that if you coat your handle in boiled linseed oil, leave the oil on the handle while you burn it, you get a little bit different of a finish. It's a little bit more rich in depth color-wise. And look at that handle, guys. It looks really good. And I did it on this one too. It turned out really nice. So try it out on one of your axe handles. This axe here did the exact same thing as the Butcher. I had the Butcher handle still. Look at that, guys. Almost the exact same break. Almost the same break. Right there at the base of the axe head. Right there at the eye. Yeah, at the bottom. It snaps off. Same thing. Now, I would say this is a coincidence, but it's happened to me twice now, and I've seen other people with similar breakages just like this. So, I don't think it's dryness. I oiled this handle very well, so I don't think it's that. I said that it could have been the way that the Butcher head was hafted on the handle, and if you guys are interested, I did a 3-parter on the Butcher. Go back and check it out. Here's my theory, and I think I could be right. Could be. Don't know. I think that the amount of wood they're putting up into that really heavy axe head isn't enough to hold the axe head onto the handle without snapping the wood off, the wooden handle. I just don't think it is. And that's just my opinion. I think that the type of wood they're using is too thin. Now, I'm not saying that you can't use thinner wood on a heavier axe head. Of course, guys, you can. I've proven that with this one. If you guys haven't seen this video, go check it out. It's my reinvention of the Butcher because my handle broke and I hafted it on a 20-inch Hoffman blacksmithing handle, and I got it down to 18.5 inches, and this wood up here is extremely thin. It's almost as thin as those handles, but I don't seem to have that issue. That axe is throwing just fine, and it's doing just fine. So I think it has something to do with the wood. I really do. Now, of course, guys, if you take this and you throw it like you would in competition, you may not have that issue. And that's great. Awesome. But I will say, if you start putting any heft behind these throws, these handles aren't going to last very long at all. If you guys can't tell, I'm a little sick still. I almost lost my voice. I think I'm getting it back now. Pollen. Luckily, guys, I got another 20-inch Hoffman blacksmithing handle that was just hanging out. That I was going to use for something else that I'll haft this head on to. And I'll do the same thing with the King of Spades that I had to do with the Butcher. It's really frustrating. I don't know if you guys could tell at the beginning of the video, I was pissed. Very first throw, guys. Very first throw. And, I understand. I tell you guys all the time, I don't judge companies by axe handles and the way that they break, but I will say that when it's a repetitive thing over and over and over again with me, and it's a repetitive thing with other people out there, there's an issue there, okay? There is. And I think that it's their choice of wood they're picking for their handles. I don't think it's the best. And it's snapping because of all the weight from this head. And, is it because the eye and the handle is too thin? No. I've hafted heavy heads on really thin eyes on axe handles before, and they've held just fine. I think it's the wood that they're choosing, and when it's that thin, it's just not able to hold this heavy axe head. And that's just my opinion. So guys, personal opinion on the World Axe Throwing League, King of Diamonds, and all the other axes they produce. Going forward, I'm just going to have to realize that when I order one of their axes and buy one of their axes and get it home, I'm going to have to order a backup handle or order another handle for it to begin with and realize that these handles are going to break, okay? So I'm in it $120, $130, $140, add another $20 or $30 on top of that for a new handle, having to put all that work into hafting the handle onto a brand new axe. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That becomes personal opinion at that time. I do think that they make great axe heads, and I think they're great. However, their handles, they're not made for throwing, in my opinion. And I'll just say it. These axes are designed for axe throwing. Okay? They are. They're not store-bought, hang on the shelf, use it outside to limb with, felling axes or hatchets that you chop with, and people will say, well, those aren't designed for throwing. Yet, these are designed for throwing, and the handles keep breaking the exact same way. So, understand that other people out there have had the exact same issues that I had. King of Diamonds, Butcher, and the Ace of Spades, all the handles broke exactly the same. Some lasted longer than others. Like I said, the Butcher lasted for me to get through throwing a bunch and get through the video. And the King of Diamonds broke on the very first throw that I ever had with the axe. Clean throw, it stuck. And the handle literally shot off the head. You saw it. So, I don't get, maybe I'm just sick. And maybe I'm just a little irritable because I'm sick. But I'll be honest with you guys, it kind of pisses me off. I know doing a 5-minute search when I was doing the Ace of Spades video, and then when I did the Butcher video, doing a 5-minute search, I found everybody else that were having the same exact issues as this. So, I think World Axethrowing League should really go back and check on those handles. You're having breakages on your handles almost exactly the same across the board with a lot of people. And with my experience, the very first throw, it was the very first throw. And, people might say, oh, you're BSing. You threw it a lot more than that. You can say whatever you want, but I'm a no BS guy, and I have no reason to lie. I'm going to give you guys honest opinions. And I want axes to succeed. I love axe throwing, and I'm not out here to make any company look bad at all. I'm really not. But I'm also not going to hide the truth. And I think we've got something going on here with these handles that needs to be addressed. It just really sucks buying an axe and knowing that when you buy it, you might as well go ahead and buy another handle for it, because those handles aren't going to last. I took the time with this handle. I took the time to resharpen this bit, guys. I mean, this thing is really sharp. And it held its edge very well with one throw. It's probably similar to the Butcher and the Ace of Spades. They hold their edges fairly well. But, I took a whetstone to this and got it very sharp. And I put time into this one. That's why I'm a little irritated. And I tell you guys all the time, don't do that. I only do it because I'm creating content. Okay? But I'm telling you guys out there, and I've said this in the past, make your axe handles earn your time. Make your axe handles and your axes earn your time. Meaning, if you buy a throwing axe, throw that sucker before you put any time or effort, especially traditionally hafted axes with a wooden handle. Make that axe earn your time. Throw it and throw it and throw it and throw it. If it holds up, then you can do whatever you want to the handle. Put cool color on it. Etch stuff into it, burn stuff into it, whatever. Do whatever you want, but make it earn your time. Don't put an hour, 2 hours into a handle that's going to break after 1, 2, 5, 10 throws. Make it earn your time. And I've shown that in the past, and I'll keep telling you guys that. I know people are going to say, well, take your own advice. Guys, I'm making content, and I'm doing different things. I wouldn't necessarily do that if it was my personal axe and I didn't have a YouTube and a TikTok and social media accounts. I wouldn't do that. I'd take it outside and I'd throw it first. And sometimes I do that. Other times I get a different idea and I want to do the handle so it looks cooler in the video. It looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to look at a nice handle finish on an axe when I'm throwing it and give you guys something to look at. So sometimes I'll change things up. I said in the Butcher video that I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of World Axethrowing League axe heads and hafting them on my own handles. I guess that's what I'm going to have to end up doing. I'm going to have to just, decide whether or not I want to buy one of their axes and order a brand new handle with a brand new axe, because I know it's not going to last. But for some reason, mine seem to keep lasting. And that Hoffman blacksmithing handle that I'm using right now is just as thin on top as the World Axethrowing League handles. And I can keep throwing this all day long and get the same result every single time because it's the way I haft my axes. Like I said, guys, I said this before, I'm not tooting my own horn, But for some reason, I don't seem to have that issue when I half my own axes. Even using a thinner handle. So I really do think it's got something to do with the wood quality that they're using for their handles. And maybe it has something to do with the way that they half them. It could be. I'm not, a mind reader. I'm not a complete expert in this field. But when you keep having repetitive issues and they're the same ones over and over and over again, you really need to kind of step back and look at everything and go, hey, what's going on here? Because a bunch of axes are having the same issues. We might want to figure out what's going on here. Okay, guys, let me show you something real quick. Here's the butcher. Hafted on an 18.5-inch Hoffman blacksmithing handle. It was 20, got down to 18.5. And here is the World Axethrowing League King of Diamonds handle. And I'm going to put it up kind of next to one another here. I mean, it's almost exactly the same size, guys. It snapped right in here. If anything, the Hoffman blacksmithing handle is thinner this way than the World Axethrowing League handle is. Don't know. But mine's working. This one's working. Dave's so mad over there, he's trembling. Look at him. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The only thing I can tell you guys ending this video is to make sure you pay attention to those World Axethrowing League handles. Throwing them hard. Maybe just doing competition throws, you're probably going to be okay. I don't know. Some of the people out there that maybe don't throw as hard as me, let me know what you guys do with your handles, what the experiences you've had with your World Axethrowing League handles, if they've held, if they broke. I don't know about Mike Thacker, who was the winner of the Ace of Spades. I don't know how hard he throws, but he told me his broke too. And shortly after he got it from me, it broke. Butcher broke. King of Diamonds broke. 3 axes, guys. I think I've given them a pretty good amount of chances at this point. 3 different axes, all with the same breaks in the handles. Something's going on there, guys. It is. And I wish I knew exactly what it was so I could try to fix it, but I don't. I just think maybe dryness, the way they half them, and the quality of the wood they're using for their handles just isn't up to par with those heavy axe heads. So that's it. That's the end of this video, guys. I've rambled enough. I hope you guys have gotten something. And I died. Sorry. Just getting my voice back. Hope you guys got some information out of this video. Like I said, guys, I hate making these videos. It's not fun for me to get on here and say this about a company or their axes. I don't like it. It brings me probably negative attention. It does. But I'm not going to hide the truth from you guys, my audience, and my family and friends on here. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to hide, and BS you guys. I'm just not doing it. Finished the background, got it all decorated, as you can see. Pretty cool, guys. Those lanterns, I got 4 lanterns out here, guys. When those are lit at nighttime, this looks so cool. I'll have to make a video of those lit and come out here and throw axes in the evening and show you guys how cool it looks. So I got some makeshift shields that I made. They're not authentic or anything. I just kind of put them up here for decoration. If anybody can tell me what that shield means right there in association with this channel, I'll give you an extra spot on the wheel for the next giveaway. So do some research, and the first person that puts in the comment section gets the extra spot, okay? I'm sorry if some of you took offense to me saying that the World Axethrowing League axe handles aren't that great. They're not. And I'm sorry, I don't know why it would hurt your feelings, but 3 axes, 3 breaks, all 3 are the same, and I see everybody else online having the same issues. There's something up with those handles, guys. Sorry. Sorry about your feelings, but it's the truth. And I'm not BSing you guys. It is what it is. So thanks for your time. I appreciate all the support, guys. Come back and watch the next video when we unveil the new axe. I'll have to get hafting this one. The new handle onto the King of Diamonds and make another video of me throwing that one. But I got a hafting video coming up with the Grand Sforsbrook Carpenter's axes. That's coming up too. And then we'll unveil the new axe. Come back and watch that one. So until next time, guys. See ya. A little low, but you know what? I'm irritable. Irritated. I can miss. Actually, let's throw it again. Technically, it hit the bullseye at the bottom, but we'll do it again. Yeah, that's a little wobbly. I didn't like that one either. Daggone mic. The mic is sitting right here, guys. So I'm having... Don't hit the mic. One more. I got all warmed up too for that axe. I got all warmed up. Oh, I like that one. That one felt good. That one felt good. We'll end it there. All right, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do to make this channel what it is. I really do. Sorry about the voice. It's coming back. Coming back. That's the reason why I haven't filmed anything lately. I didn't have much of a voice. I'm just now getting it back. But I hate that about that axe. I do. I hate it. Don't like it. Don't like giving you guys bad reviews. I didn't get into this to give you bad reviews. But I got into this to give you guys honest shit. Honest information. 3 axes, 3 broken handles, all in the same place. Something's going on there. You may not like it, but it's true. Ugh. Man, that butcher. Whew. That thing sinks in there deep. Ah. I can throw mine hard and they don't break off the... Did you guys see that thing? Pew. The King of Diamonds. First throw and it hit. The handle literally shot off the head. What the hell is that about?